Yo, what up? It's Loverboyrex. Don't forget the 444. I'm here to answer some questions for Sounds of the Future.
I love you, 508.
Man, I'm from Virginia Beach, 757. I've been making music for like 4 years now, since 2020. Yeah, basically right before the pandemic started. That's when I started making music. Got my first mic. Started making music during the pandemic. We were stuck inside. That's all I was doing. I was just working on my craft. Dropped my first song in like 2020, into 2020. Yeah, dropped like a couple songs on SoundCloud, just on some like on a little alt account. Boom. Now fast forward 2022, started dropping music officially. Started dropping music on Apple Music, Spotify, DistroKid, all that. Boom. Man, originally music for me started as like theater. I used to do theater in middle school, high school. Then it turned into wanting to do beat making, production. Then I started actually rapping. One day it was just randomly in middle school, like at lunch. We were just freestyling to Lil Sky's Red Roses. I remember that. And I started rapping and like it was really easy. So I was like, man, let me do that. I started doing rapping and producing. Like I started like just writing songs in my notes app. And then I just stopped producing. I was like, I'm just gonna keep writing because I write good lyrics. I felt like writing and storytelling always came easy. I wanted to write a book when I was like way younger, like 7 or 8. I tried to write a book. Middle school, I tried to write a book, and then I switched to the rapping. Okay, my number one influence is probably Lucki, for sure. Number 2, Jace. Number 3, Tory Lanez. I like Young Thug. I like Cochise. I like Cardi. Like, I take influence from like everybody I listen to. Every time I listen to music, I treat it as a learning opportunity for myself. I try to, like, even just people whose names I won't remember, I just look at their music, I listen to it, I analyze it. If I like something from it, I'm like, boom, that's nice. How can I do something similar to that? How can I make myself sound that cool, that crisp? Yeah. Lucki's definitely one of my dream collabs too. Jace, I definitely have written some songs with him hopping on them in mind. I think I definitely want to get Cochise in a song. I definitely want to get Chief Keef. If I got Chief Keef in a song, that would be crazy. Chief Keef's one of my biggest inspirations too. I don't know why I said that earlier. Chief Keef, yeah, that's the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. I got a lot of inspiration from that man. RXK, Nephew, RX Poppy. Definitely want RX Poppy on a song. I think it's hard. Oh wait, can I curse on here? Okay, cool. Rexpose was one of the first projects that I ever tried to put together. One of the first projects I conceptualized. When I was in junior year, I took a music production class and I had to have like a track list for my final project to graduate that year. So I just made Rexpose. And originally, half the songs that are on Rexpose right now were not originally on Rexpose. Like Too Fast, that was the first song I officially dropped. So of course that was always gonna be on there. I put that on there. Originally I had like It Gets Better was definitely on there. Fever Dream didn't exist like back when I made this. This was like 2022 when Too Fast came out. So Rexpose was supposed to drop years ago. I kept telling myself I would drop it. It was like my New Year's resolution to drop it for like 2 years, and I did not accomplish that. I didn't even get anywhere close to it. I kept trying to make the track list. I wasn't satisfied with it. So I locked in with my producer, YH. I met him at military school. Me and him have been locked in ever since freshman year. So he used to rap. Now he produces. Now he raps again, but he completely changed up his sound or whatever. He liked that. But me and bro, like, we're just looking at all my music, and we were just going through the track list. We were like, you have years of music, and you haven't put any of them out. So you could have a sound from 2022, and it could sound like something from 2024, 2023. So you might as well just implement songs from the whole time you've been making music, not even the whole era of Rexpose. I think the opportunity to inspire people the way that I'm inspired by music, I think that's like the thing that keeps me pushing. Because I feel like every time you motivate somebody to do something positive with their life or put out positive energy, it's gonna come back to you. I'm firm in my belief in karma, so I feel like if I put out enough good energy through music, through talking about how I feel, talking about the stuff I'm going through, manifesting what I want to live like in the future, then I feel like that's gonna come back to me eventually, and it's gonna spread.
I love you, 508.
It's gonna build. My end goal with music and rapping and all that, I want to have a record label. Now I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. But I'm gonna keep. I got like a couple names in the air, probably like 444 ENT or something, because it's my angel name. Loverboyrex. Don't forget the 444. Yeah. So I feel like what I want to do is eventually, if my music like really gets out there like that, I'm gonna use that. Go back to Virginia. Take everything I learned from New York. Go back to Virginia. Start getting all the talent that's in Virginia, because there's mad talent in Virginia. The KO Banks, Young Chris, Taz, like the DMV, we got music on lock, and it's really untapped right now. And I feel like if we had a record label, like if Pharrell Williams had originally just decided to make like a record label or something instead of doing all the fashion stuff and all the rich nigga shit, he probably would make Virginia music pop and wait. My fault. If Pharrell Williams had started a record label, he'd probably have DMV music popping way more than it is right now. I performed, I don't even remember how many times, but I performed a couple times. I've done a lot of open mics. I just performed at the Dugout Radio show in Manhattan last week. That was pretty fire. It was a live performance at this pizza shop. It was like live stream. I've done some live stream performances too. I was in the, what was it called? The Global Fest last year. There's this Instagram account that like promotes underground music. They hosted a live festival. It was like live stream music. It was like Rolling Loud, but digital. It was cool. So I also performed for Something in the Water, which is a music festival, also started by Pharrell Williams. Shout out to him. It was like a kickoff show for it. So it was a bunch of underground artists from Virginia. They all pulled up, put on a show. I was the first artist. I was the headliner. Had a pretty big crowd. That was the biggest crowd I ever performed at. I performed 4 songs. This was before I dropped Exposed. This was like right at the start of me seriously pursuing music. Not right at the start, like a couple months after. It was last April, so 2023. Yeah. I dropped my first serious song in 2022. So that was like right after, in like 6 months. So yeah, I mean, I performed live a couple times. I like performing a lot. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I feel like I want to keep doing that for a while. I want to keep performing in bigger and bigger crowds. I want to do crazier shit every time. I want to be able to design my own set eventually. Like,
508.
I know I'm only going to get bigger and bigger. I know I got the talent. I just need the audience. I need what's the start? I got the star factor. I feel like I just need to be seen. And that's what it is. Loverboyrex originated from, it didn't even originate from anything for real. It wasn't nothing serious. It became something the more I made songs under the name. Originally my name was Fatal RX. Because originally my music was not like, it wasn't as in depth as it is now. It was just like something slapped together. It was Fatal RX, and then eventually it was Really Rex, and then it was Loverboyrex. Loverboyrex just came from the fact that I feel I'm a lover boy at heart. I really love loving people. I love giving out positive energy. I love giving people love. It's Loverboyrex with an exclamation point and a plus sign. And that's like positive energy, because like exclamation point, that's like yelling. That's like high energy, high volume, plus sign, positive. So I feel like love isn't necessarily hard to find. It's something that's hard to keep. I feel like to maintain relationships, it's a lot of effort. Some people can't put in the effort. Sometimes people put in too much effort, overcomplicate it than it needs to be, make people feel away. All types of stuff can happen. Love isn't simple, but that's why I feel like Loverboyrex is a great name, because my music isn't simple. To be honest, I feel like rap now is better than it's ever been. Not in terms of like the creativity or like the production, but like no, not in terms of creativity and the amount of people doing it, the amount of like replication or whatever. Like that's annoying. It sucks that people aren't being as creative as they could be, but people are being more creative with the sounds more necessarily than the lyrics. And I feel like that's kind of changing the way we communicate as people. Music connects so many people. If you want to not put that much effort into lyrics, it's completely fine. It makes total sense if you want to put more effort into your ad libs or your backing vocals or the production of the beat itself or just the mixing of your vocals. Like you could have a really shitty song with really bad lyrics and make that song sound great with the way you flow, with the production, with the way the beat sounds. Like
I love you.
the lyrics match the beat. If you could say anything that matches a beat. It doesn't have to make sense. But at the end of the day, it's all about making the music. It's not about being able to write a good song. I could write a great song. Doesn't mean I could make great music. When I was like 12, I felt like I was writing great lyrics. I rap for Run DMC. Nigga like this shit. Still can talk to that nigga. That nigga's cool. So it's like, you know, you can have talent, but you gotta also be able to make something people like. And what people like is a broad spectrum. So hip hop is divisive, and that's why it's so great right now. Well, I got a lot planned. So, like I said, Rexpos was on my New Year's resolution. So for the most part, all my New Year's resolution is music based. I told myself I was gonna drop at least 2 songs a month, not counting February, because February is it's weird. Like, why is you only 28 days instead of 30? You're 31. That's stupid. But anyways, I'm dropping 2 songs a month, and that's my plan. Don't quote me on it. If I don't do it, don't be mad at me. I swear to God, that's really bad. If you haven't listened to my music yet, go check out my music though. Go listen to Rexpos. I just dropped that back in 2023, back in December 6th on my 19th birthday. Go check out Do You Mean That? I just dropped that last Wednesday. Yeah, I just dropped that last Wednesday. Go check out Solo Dolorexy, all that. I'm making hella shit. I'm putting out hella shit. I got a music video I just dropped for y'all. I got music videos coming up. I got interviews. I got shows coming up. Don't worry. If you in New York, show some support. If you in Virginia, show some support. If you in the whole world, bro, come show some support, bro. It's Loverboyrex. Come show some love. Thank you. And after that, summertime, I'm dropping a project. I'm not gonna say what it's called, but I'm dropping an album, my first album. Be ready for it. Shoot. What do I want to tell people? And it's a hard one. And chase your dreams. Actually, like, I don't mean it on some corny shit or some like just I want to sound like a good person. Genuinely, if you want to do something and you think you have what it takes to do it, do it. Don't worry about how much money you need to do it. Don't worry about how much time you need to do it. Start doing it. Because you're going to look in the past after you didn't do it and you'll be like, dang, I should have started that back then. You'll see somebody who's doing something that you wanted to do. You're going to feel jealous. You don't want to feel jealous. You don't want to feel bad. You want to be able to look at something and be like, dang, I like that. I respect that. I want that. Like, not, dang, I could have had that if I did that 3 years ago. When I started putting out music seriously, I was filled with like mad regret that I didn't take it seriously before. Because I was like, dang, I'm talented. People come to my shows. People like my music. People recognize me in public. That's crazy. I don't even do too much. I feel like I'm not doing enough all the time, and I'm constantly reminded that I'm doing enough sometimes. So chase your dreams, because eventually it's going to work out. It's going to come to you, and you're going to be so glad you did it. If you don't fuck with the music, if you don't fuck with the vision, at least fuck with the fact that I'm chasing my dreams. Go out there and do the same. Peace.
I love you, 508.